quarter minted in 1997 be worth more than its face value? Believe it or not, sometimes these pocket change finds fetch unsinkable amounts at various coin auctions. Take for instance these uncirculated quarter dollars that fetched $450 with buyer's fee on June 23, 2024 at Great Collections auction. This super gem was graded mint state 68 by NGC. What makes this coin notable is its pristine condition, featuring sharp details and virtually no imperfections, making it one of the finest known examples. Although 1997 P quarter is part of regular circulation series, it achieves high value due to its exceptional state of preservation. Collectors prize such coins for their rarity in high grades, as they are typically difficult to find without any wear or damage. This sale highlights the growing market for top-grade modern coins among numismatists. So next time you come across a 1997 quarter, take a closer look. You might be holding a small fortune in your hands. Proofs of the new Jefferson nickels were released in late 1938 and the collectors ordered a significant number. The treasury sold proofs both in sets and as singles. All 1938 proofs feature the reverse of 1938 hub with indistinct steps, some showing minor touch-ups to the dies. While gems are plentiful, very high grades are rare due to the mint's proof coining techniques. Coins with Cameo contrast on both sides are exceedingly rare, though a few one-sided Cameo coins exist. Sculptor Felix Schlag bought 150 examples, placing them in signed and notarized commemorative cards. He sold few in 1939 and the remainder was wholesaled in early 1960s. Once common, they are now rare and more respected. This proof nickel was graded as PR68 by NGC and it ended up selling for $900 on June 25, 2024. If you have 1950 Washington quarter from Denver in your possession, make sure to check the D mint mark on the back of the coin. It could be worth a lot of money. Specifically, you should look for a rare error variety known as Die Obverses mint mark. Specialists in Washington quarter varieties have long noted a strange occurrence with the branch mint issues of the 1950. When one branch mint ordered a set of dies, the die cutter at the Philadelphia Mint sometimes took an already prepared branch mint die and simply punched in the requested mint mark. This process sometimes resulted in fascinating D over S and S over D varieties. One such error quarter dollar, graded MS66 Plus by PCGS and later verified by CAC, sold for astounding $10,800 at Stack's Bowers auction. This remarkable sale underscores the significant value that these rare varieties can hold, so don't forget to check your 1950 Denver quarters. You might be in possession of hidden treasure. Look at a marvelous toning on this Roosevelt dime, presenting you 1953 S Roosevelt dime in mint state 67 plus with full bands. 1953 S dimes were widely hoarded at the time of issue. This didn't reflect a low mintage or any other desirable feature beyond the natural inclination of collectors to cherish S mint coins. Gems are plentiful, but most of these are rather poorly struck. This super gem with full bands definition and beautiful toning ended up selling for $559.12 at Great Collections auction. Here is another rare or mint mark variety. Behold the valuable and rare 1944 D Lincoln and with D mint mark, punched over S mint mark. This variety features a distinct over mint mark where the D Denver mint mark was stamped over an S San Francisco mint mark. In a message, this coin exhibits a bright original red luster with minimal surface imperfections, making it highly desirable among collectors. The 1944 D over S mint mark is one of the more intriguing and valuable error coins in the Lincoln Cent series, highlighting the minting anomalies of the era. Collectors often seek out such coins for their historical significance and rarity. This specimen, graded in mint state 64 red by ANX, was sold for $149 on June 25, 2024. This is 1999 P Anthony dollar struck on Sacagawea dollar planchet, graded in mint state 64 by. A fascinating transitional off-metal error occurred when a planchet intended for new Sacagawea dollar, first issued in 2000, was struck by the 1999 dated Susan B. Anthony dollar dies, ranked number 43 in 100 greatest US error coins by Nicholas P. Brown, David J. Cameo, and Fred Weinberg. This reverse transitional error differs from the true transitional errors, like as it was struck on planchet intended for future dollar coin. This specimen was sold for $9,400. Here is undated Kennedy dollar struck on a nickel planchet, graded in mint state 65 by NGC. 65 by NGC is an extraordinary mint error. Weighing 5 grams, this coin was mistakenly struck on a nickel planchet instead of standard half-dollar planchet. The result is a unique and highly collectible piece that combines the design elements of the Kennedy dollar with the size and weight of nickel. Graded MS65, the coin boasts a high level of detail and minimal imperfections, enhancing its appeal to collectors. Such mint errors are rare and highly valued for their uniqueness and glimpse they offer into the minting process. This one was sold for staggering $2,100 on June 17, 2024 at Heritage Auction. Thank you for joining me on this journey through some of the rarest and most fascinating US coins. I hope you enjoyed learning about these unique pieces of numismatic history. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you might have. Don't forget to subscribe to COİN for more exciting coin discoveries and updates. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Happy collecting and see you in the next video. Let's dive into the story of this highly coveted error cent, 1984 Lincoln cent from Philadelphia. This seemingly ordinary penny ended up selling for thousands of dollars at great collections auction. So what makes it so valuable? Here is what you need to know. Grab a strong magnifying glass or a coin microscope and take a close look at Abraham Lincoln's earlobe. If you spot any doubling and your coin is in uncirculated condition, you could be holding a gold mine. The 1984 double Die Obverse Lincoln cent is considered a major variety in the Lincoln cent series, as the doubling is easily visible with naked eye. Discovered the same year it was struck, this variety remains a favorite among collectors. There are possibly several thousand examples in existence across all grades, but the doubling is most prominent on Lincoln's ear, beard and bow tie, all showing strong doubling toward the south. One of these error cents, graded mint state 68 plus, sold for an impressive $5,962.50 with buyer's fee. So next time you come across 1984 Lincoln cent, take a closer look. You might just have a valuable treasure in your pocket. Now let's talk about true gem in the world of numismatics, 1915 D Lincoln cent. The D mint mark below the date indicates that this cent was struck as a demo branch of the US Mint. This issue is moderately scarce, particularly in higher grades. Many examples are less than fully struck, with reverse dies often showing signs of overuse. Full red examples of the 1915 D Lincoln cent are typically available in grades up to MS65, but MS66 pieces are scarce, and only a handful of finer pieces are known. This super gem red coin falls within the condition census. Well-struck devices complement its copper red, satiny mint luster with no distracting spots. Graded in mint state 67 red by PCGS, this stunning coin ended up selling for staggering $48,000. The 1963 D Lincoln cent graded MS67 red is a superb example of mid-20th century coinage. With its striking red luster and flawless surfaces, this coin represents the pinnacle of preservation for its type. Graded red, it features sharp detail and brilliant original red hue, indicating it has never been in circulation. The Denver Mint produced millions of these cents, but only a few have survived in such pristine condition. This grade makes a coin highly sought after by collectors who value its exceptional quality and eye appeal. Owning 1963 D Lincoln cent in MS67 red is a testament to a collector's dedication to quality and rarity. This elusive cent was sold for $14,625 with buyer's fee at great collections auction. An error penny was a small treasure. This is not a joke. 1929 is over S Lincoln cent, designated as Repunched Mint Mark FS501 and graded MS66 red by PCGS. This is a noteworthy and highly collectible coin. This variety features a repunched S mint mark where the initial S was struck slightly off as uncorrected, creating a distinctive doubled appearance. In MS, the coin displays a brilliant original red luster with sharp details and virtually no imperfections. Such high-grade examples are rare and highly prized among numismatists. The combination of repunched mint mark and exceptional grade makes this 1929 S over S Lincoln cent a standout piece for any serious collection. This error cent was sold for $26,837.49 with buyer's fee, also at Great Collections auction. This penny is as rare as Blue Moon. 1918 Lincoln cent in uncirculated, superb gem condition, graded MS68 red by PCGS. While the 1918 Lincoln cent is common in most grades, with mintage of over 288 million coins, it presents a significant challenge for advanced registry collectors. Red super gem examples are essential for high-ranking registry set, but they are rare. For the most ambitious collectors, even many superb gems won't suffice. As of June 2024, only 3 MS68 red coins are certified by PCGS. This coin features glistening, untouched, and spotless surfaces with warm coppery gold hue, giving it the classic blonde cent appearance favored by those who prefer naturally toned coins. The strike is sharp as the profound luster, and even strong loop struggles to find any flaws. One of these exquisite coins sold for an impressive $78,000 at heritage auctions. So if you're lucky enough to come across 1918 Lincoln cent in this condition, you might be looking for a true numismatic treasure. Presenting you the rare 1925 S Lincoln cent with repunched mint mark S over S. Graded in mint state 64 red and brown by PCGS, this coin displays distinct doubled impression of S mint mark, adding to its collector's appeal. In MS64 red and brown condition, the coin showcases a mix of original red luster and attractive brown toning with strong details and minimal wear. This grade reflects a well-preserved example, making it desirable for collectors interested in mint errors and varieties. The combination of the repunched mint mark and its appealing color adds significant interest to this 1925 S Lincoln cent. It was sold for $959.50 with buyer's fee at Great Collections auction. Like many issues of 1950s, the 1957 P cent is quite common in fully red gem condition due to its high mintage. However, examples at mint state 67 red level become scarce. The usual culprits are tiny black spots known as fly specks and slight staining or toning streaks. This particular specimen is one of 6 finest certified by PCGS. Its frosty, vibrant luster displays rich copper orange and rose red hues with no carbon spotting. The strike sharpness is equally impressive. Only few coins in this numeric grade share the plus designation, and none are finer, making this piece must-have for collectors. This exceptional coin sold for $20,400 at heritage auctions, so if you come across 1957 cent in this remarkable condition, you might be holding a valuable treasure. Thanks for exploring these incredible coins with me. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button and share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts. Got a question or thoughts? Drop them in the comments. And if you are new here or haven't yet, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you are always in the loop. Take care, and God's willing, see you in the next episode. Rare error variety known as the misplaced mint mark or high D nickel. Even in circulated state, one of these coins fetched $80 at heritage auctions. Here is 1975 D Jefferson nickel with misplaced mint mark, graded as extremely fine 40 by NGC. It features unique high D mint mark error. In this variety, the D mint mark is positioned higher than usual, appearing to the left of the numeral 5 in the date. This error occurred during the manual punching of the mint mark onto the die. These rare coins are highly sought after by collectors with values typically ranging from $50 to $250 depending on the coin's condition. The extremely fine 40 grade indicates a moderate wear while retaining significant details. If you spot this error, don't spend it, it's worth a lot of money. The 1932 D Washington quarter is a key date quarter dollar that collectors dream of finding. Recently, an uncirculated and beautifully toned example from Denver fetched a staggering $6,300 at Stack's Powers auction, with an original mintage of over 436,000. The 1932 D has a slightly higher mintage than the 1932 S, but at grades above very fine, it stands out as the rarest in the series. In gem mint state, this quarter is an exceptional find for advanced collectors. This particular example boasts impressive technical quality and eye appeal with lustrous satiny surfaces and a blush of multi-hued iridescent accenting its pearly silver finish. Continuing with the super valuable Lincoln cent that recently sold for big money at Stack's Powers auction, 1913 proof Lincoln cent in PR67 red and brown grade. This matte proof example is truly remarkable, ideal for a carefully curated high-end collection, or simply as a standout piece to cherish. Its sandblast surfaces reveal millions of sparkling facets, especially under the light, showcasing mostly red hues with a soft overlay of violet brown on the reverse, adding to exceptional allure. Every detail is crisply rendered and the surfaces are nearly flawless, with only a single microscopic fleck noted behind Lincoln's head, serving as a pedigree marker. This extraordinary coin fetched an impressive $7,200. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin discoveries. Take care. Check out this 1982p Canada Elf dollar in uncirculated superb gem condition, graded MS67 by PCGS. The 1982p is one of the scarcer issues in gem condition, comparable to the 1984D and the 1990D. While common in circulated grades up to MS65, it becomes increasingly rare in higher grades. In MS66, it's tougher to find but still available. However, in MS67 it becomes very scarce. This superb gem recently sold for $720 on June 20, 2024 at Stack's Powers auction. This is 2007 D George Washington dollar. This 2007 D George Washington dollar may be missing a part, but it still fetched $144 on June 21st at Stack's Powers auction. This isn't man-made damage, it's an elusive mint error, known as clipped planchet, graded MS65 by PCGS. This error coin is in mint state condition with only minor imperfections. A clipped planchet occurs when a blank coin planchet is improperly cut, resulting in a coin with missing edge segment. This unique error makes this coin highly desirable among collectors. The condition and severity of the clip significantly enhance its value, often fetching higher prices compared to the standard issues. Here is another error coin recently showcased at Stack's Powers. 1972 D Eisenhower dollar struck 10% off center towards the east, graded in mint state 65 by PCGS. The off-center strike, where the design is partially missing on one side, adds rarity and appeal to the coin. In MS65 condition, it retains strong luster and minimal imperfections, making it attractive to collectors interested in error coins. The eastward displacement of the design enhances its uniqueness, potentially increasing its market value beyond that of a typical Eisenhower dollar from the same year. Collectors value such coins for their distinctiveness and the story behind their minting error. This error coin was sold for $456. Behold this captivating toning on a truly exceptional coin. Feast your eyes on uncirculated 1947 S Roosevelt dime with full bands. Graded mint state 68 full bands by PCGS. This superb gem is a marvel of perfection, boasting flawlessly lustrous surfaces adorned with stunning azure and teal green hues, complemented by a sharp strike. Ideal for a top-tier registry set of Roosevelt dimes. These coins' toning, a result of natural oxidation and patina, adds a unique aesthetic appeal. In MS68 full bands condition, it's nearly flawless with well-defined bands across the torch on the reverse, signifying superior strike and detail preservation. Such toning often enhances a coin's value due to its rarity and visual allure. This exquisite piece fetched an impressive $1,500. Behold a true numismatic gem, a CAC-approved 1915 Lincoln cent, a key-date-proof cent graded PR67 red-brown by PCGS. Its satin surfaces gleam with nearly full mint orange, enhanced by delicate olive brown iridescence. Every design detail is crisply struck and both sides are nearly pristine, earning it an impressive superb gem rating from PCGS. A penultimate issue in the early proof Lincoln cent series, the 1915 boasts a scant mintage of just 1150 pieces, making it rarer than all but the classic 1909 VDB and the final year 1916. Coins as smooth and attractive as this one are exceptionally hard to come by and market. This cent commanded a remarkable $15,600 at auction on June 18, 2024, reflecting its rarity and outstanding condition. Thanks for joining us on this journey. From elusive mint errors to stunning proof specimens, these treasures are testament to numismatic history. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin discoveries. Take a Denver minted cent sold for over $390 in 2024 at Great Collections auction. So what makes this coin so coveted by collectors? First, ensure your penny is from the Denver mint, indicated by a small D mint mark below the date. Next, grab a strong magnifying glass or a coin microscope and check if the D mint mark has an irregularity like doubling. We are on the lookout for a scarce Repunched Mint Mark D over D variety. The 1987 D over D Repunched cent is standout error coin in numismatics, known for its distinct Repunched Mint Mark. This error occurs when the D mint mark, representing the Denver mint, was stamped more than once, creating a doubled effect. One of the most valuable specimens was sold at heritage auctions in 2021 for a whopping $1,800. It's hard to believe that 2006 Lincoln cent could be worth thousands of dollars, but this is not a joke. This red lustrous cent fetched over $3,300 at Great Collections auction. The 2006 Lincoln cent graded MS68 red is an exceptional coin due to its high grade and pristine condition. Achieving an MS68 red grade means the coin has virtually no imperfections and retains its original red luster, making it highly desirable among collectors. This particular cent was sold for over $3,300 at Great Collections auction. A wartime penny worth a small fortune. Here we have 1941 Lincoln cent with double Die Obverse, graded MS66 red by PCGS. This coin showcases the doubling on the 4 in the date and the BER in the Liberty, making it a highly sought after variety. The Cherry Picker's Guide lists 3 double Die Obverse varieties for this year, with FS101 holding an intermediate position between FS102 and FS103. In such high grades, this coin is extremely rare and prized among collectors. It features a lustrous, unabraded orange-gold surface with only a tiny spot west of the C in the cent. This outstanding piece has earned recognition from PCGS and carries a CAC endorsement, highlighting its superior quality. It was sold for an impressive $5,287.50 at heritage auctions. The mintage of cents at Philadelphia fell drastically from 1953 to 1954. This was due to perhaps the planchet problems evident in 1954 cents. Most are rather dark and were coined from noticeably worn dies. This issue is genuinely rare in MS67 grade. There are no noteworthy varieties for 1954 P cents. This MS67 red gem was sold for $1,680. Check out this super valuable modern proof cent, the 1998 S proof close AM Lincoln cent, graded PR70 Deep Cameo by PCGS. This rare coin was accidentally struck with mint state die, making it a true collector's treasure. From 1993 to 2009, all proof Lincoln cents should have the AM in America separated. However, some 1998 and 1999 proof examples have the letters AM close to each other, almost touching, indicating they were struck with a mint state die. With around 100 known examples, this variety stands out and can even be seen with naked eye. Any example of this variety commands hundreds of dollars with high PR69 deep Cameo condition coins fetching thousands. PR70 deep Cameo gems are exceptionally rare and highly sought after. One such specimen was sold for an impressive $5,160. It wasn't until the final quarter of 1923 that the San Francisco Mint stock of earlier cents was finally drawn down enough to necessitate additional minting. Most 1923 cents were struck from worn dies, resulting in coins with incomplete or distorted details. In some cases, the mint mark is shallow, although this isn't as problematic as it was for 1921 cents. Surviving coins with full original red color are extremely rare. This red hue tends to be more brassy than coppery and may be marred by wood grain toning streaks due to incomplete alloy mixing. Well-worn examples are common thanks to widespread hoarding that began with the introduction of coin boards in 1935 and continued until the coin virtually disappeared from the circulation around 1960. This particular specimen, graded MS65 red and brown by PCGS, boasts well-struck motifs and satiny surfaces with chestnut-tinged copper-orange appearance. While many 1923 cents have dipped or otherwise brightened, this coin displays a more natural hue for the date. It sold for a staggering $5,050 at heritage auctions. This must be every penny collector's dream. 1969 Lincoln cent was double Die Obverse. The 1969 Lincoln cent was double Die Obverse FS101. Is one of the most coveted error coins in US numismatics. This coin features dramatic doubling on the date, liberty, and in God we trust, making it easily recognizable and highly desirable coin. Only a few examples of this error are known, significantly enhancing its value and rarity. One such specimen, graded MS63 red by PCGS, exemplifies the coin's appeal with its sharp doubling and strong red luster. The coin's significance is further underscored by its inclusion in major reference guides and its high auction prices. Collectors prize this variety not only for its rarity but also for its striking visual error, which sets it apart as a cornerstone of any advanced Lincoln cent collection. This rare specimen was sold for staggering $66,000 in 2024 at heritage auctions. Penny with stunning original luster, this 1945 Lincoln cent in mint state 67 plus red. While this plentiful Philadelphia issue is usually available in MS67 red, plus designated pieces in this grade are notably rare. This piece displays lovely rose copper hues with deeper orange around the outer peripheries. A sharp striking frosted pristine luster complete the eye appeal. It was sold for $4,440 in 2024 at heritage auctions. Thanks for joining us on this numismatic adventure. If you enjoyed uncovering these rare Lincoln cents and fascinating histories, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to COİN for more exciting content. God's willing. See you in the next step.
Number 16, 1959 D wartime in MS68 condition with full torch designation. This breathtakingly beautiful superb gem exhibits multicolored target toning on the obverse, reverse with mottled copper russet patina that's most extensive over the upper half of the surface. According to Stax Powers, frosty and silky smooth, both sides are virtually pristine. To define this coin as one of the finest certified survivors from the mintage of 164,919,790 pieces, this one was sold for $1,320. Number 15, here is 1951 D Jefferson nickel, graded in mint state 67 by PCGS. Apart from its superb gem grade, what makes this 5-cent piece valuable is its full steps designation, indicating fully struck Monticello steps on the reverse. Nice preservation and superb eye appeal. It ended up selling for $1,260 on September 17, 2023. Number 14, moving on with this amber russet toned 1948 S dime in mint state 68. PCGS assigned full bands designation. As I mentioned many times in my earlier videos, the term full bands in numismatics refers to a specific condition or grade of a dime coin, particularly in Roosevelt dime series, first minted in 1946. This term pertains to the design elements on the reverse of the coin. To qualify as having full bands or full torch, the dime must exhibit well-defined and fully separated horizontal bands on the faces. FB Roosevelt dime ended up selling for $1,620 on September 17, 2023. Number 13, here is 1912 Lincoln cent proof in PR66 brown condition. According to NGC, this matte grain of 1912 proofs typically is deeper than for other dates 1909, 1916, and this issue is also notable for its uniformly bold strike. While these conditions make for a wonderful illustration of the design, they have also tended to limit the number of fully red survivors. An odd feature of copper and bronze coins is that most fully struck pieces are also the ones most susceptible to toning. This wheat penny ended up selling for $2,760 on September 17, 2023. Number 12. Moving on with this 1966 Kennedy half dollar in MS67 condition. All 1966 half dollars made for circulation were coined at the Denver Mint, occupied with 1965 dated pieces through July. It was not until August 1st, 1966 that Denver switched over to coinage of the current year. This odd situation resulted from the Treasury Department's determination to make enough 1965 dated coins to discourage hoarding of that date. Since most of 1965 had been occupied striking 1964 dated coinage, the commencement of 1966 dated pieces were deferred until the final months of that year. All of these deceptions resulted from the real shortage of circulating coins that appeared in 1963, and even greater shortage the government feared will occur when the public began to hoard the old silver issues, because quantity prevailed over quality. For many years, these coins were not cared for, making gems rather scarce above the grade of MS65. These nicely toned specimen in MS67 condition ended up selling for $2,040. Number 11. Here is 1913 D Buffalo nickel in mint state 67, Type 1 variety. According to David Hall, the 1913 D Type 1 Buffalo is much rarer than 1913 Philadelphia. It's about 5 to 10 times rarer in mint state and probably 20 times rare in circulated grades. Still, 1913 D type is one of the more available early date buffaloes. This is generally a well-struck issue. Luster typically ranges from dull to bright satiny. This specimen was sold for $2,400. Number 10. This is 1914 D Lincoln cent in MS63 red condition. According to Heritage, the 1914 D is a popular key date cent whose notoriety is known far beyond the Lincoln series. Only 1.19 million pieces were struck and full red coins are seldom seen. The color on this coin is lighter in hue and brighter than the usual encountered 1914 D. Unfortunately, the surfaces are dotted and dashed with a few carbon spots and traces of fingerprints, which accounts for the MS63 grade. Sharply struck as usual, it was sold for $3,240. Number 9 is this 1936 Lincoln cent in PR66 condition. CAC approved gem with brilliant finish, a glimmer red example of the second proof finish produced on Lincoln cents in 1936. The copper orange surfaces show no overt blemishes, and the strike is sharp. As usual for the issue, there is little cameo contrast. COİN's endorsement affirms the high quality for the grade. It was sold for $3,360. Number 8. This is 1946 S Jefferson nickel in MS67 condition with full steps. This lovely super gem has pristine surfaces and bold strike with full steps to the porch of Monticello. The frosty surfaces exhibit brilliant light gray luster with glass required to see the minimal, great consistent marks. It was sold for $6,300. Number 7. Here is 1919 OS Lincoln Cent, a popular modern era penny. Graded as PR69 red deep cameo by PCGS. The S mint mark was inadvertently left off the die used to strike about 100-150 proof Lincoln cents in 1990, creating this popular guidebook and cherry pickers variety. This spectacular PR69 example displays full definition on all design elements, and deeply mirrored fields contrast profoundly with the frosty devices. The original red surfaces are one tick away from technical perfection. It was sold for $4,680 on September 15, 2023. Number 6. Next. 1963 D Jefferson nickel in MS65 condition with full steps, a reflective gem with exceptional eye appeal and bold design types. Both sides have light gold toning with slightly reflective fields. This is another full steps example that is rarely seen with a ratio of 1 to 3,000 according to Bowers. Number 5. Moving on with this error dollar, 1972 as silver Ike dollars struck twice off center, graded as proof 67 cameo by NGC. The first strike was approximately 40% off center at 12 o'clock. The second strike is about 35% off center toward 1 o'clock. The date and the mint mark from the second strike are bold. The date and the mint mark from the first strike are faint, but visible due to north of their second strike impression. Most of dollar, ICA and ERTY are absent, colorfully toned apple green, cream gray, and autumn brown, a dramatic error on a brown eye proof 40% silver Eisenhower dollar, which was sold for $7,800. Number 4. Year is 1944 Washington Quarter in MS68 condition. The importance of this piece to the registry collector is unsurpassed. Each side displays bold strike sharpness and vibrant satin luster, with faintest tinge of delicate champagne toning. A largely flawless coin deserving of the registry set. It ended up selling for $10,800. Number 3. This is 1943 Jefferson nickel in PR68 condition. This amazing coin has exceptional polychrome toning, especially vibrant on the obverse. The devices are sharply rendered and the pristine fields are deeply mirrored throughout. Overall eye appeal is incredible, from a meager proof mintage of only 14,158 pieces. It was sold for $12,925. Number 2. Here is 1942 S Lincoln Cent in MS68 red condition. This is a marvelous, pristine, full red example of the 1942 S Lincoln Cent showing a bold strike and glistening copper-orange luster. No spots mar the eye appeal. Only a handful of 1942 S cents are certified this fine, and no higher grade pieces are known. It was sold on September 15, 2023 for $12,000. Number 1, and this is famous 1922 No D Lincoln Cent, graded as MS64 red and brown by PCGS, an outstanding choice and circulated survivor of this popular and conditionally challenging 1922 No D cent. The Obverse is typically soft in strike, although all major design elements are fully appreciable in the absence of wear. Sharply defined throughout the reverse, with ample pinkish roy luster on both sides. Minimally toned, this premium quality example is more red than brown, and would serve as a highlight in the finest Lincoln Cent or variety collection. It was sold for $63,000. That's all for today. If you have any questions or you want to share your own numismatic discoveries, please feel free to leave a comment below. And as always, keep your eyes peeled for those hidden treasures in your coin collection, because you never know when you might stumble upon the next big find. God's will, until the next time. The 4 condition with full steps. Remarkably for such a well-known strike rarity, this near gem is lightly toned in pale silver over satiny, lustrous surfaces. Typical softness overall for the issue, yet with uncommonly full detail to the steps of some Monticello. It was sold for $1,380. Number 15, this is 1960 proof Lincoln cent, an elusive small date variety with deep Cameo designation. It was graded as PR68+ red by PCGS. PR68+ indicates a high quality proof coin. Proof coins are specially minted for collectors and therefore are struck using specially polished dies and planchets, resulting in sharp details on mirror-like surfaces. In 1960, US Mint produced 2 varieties of the Lincoln cent, with different sized date digits. The small date variety is less common than the large date variety, making it more sought after by collectors. This high-end gem ended up selling for $2,100. Number 14, here is 1994 Lincoln cent in MS66 red condition with double die reverse. According to Stax Powers, a lustrous pinkish red gem with none but a few extremely minor blemishes scattered about. First reported by James Battagliano. This DDR of the 1994 Lincoln cent exhibits pronounced doubling to the final 3 columns on the Lincoln Memorial. It was sold for $2,875. Number 13, this is 1954 Franklin half dollar in MS67 condition, highly elusive Bugs Bunny variety. The Bugs Bunny variety in the Franklin half dollar series refers to a specific die variety or error that's characterized by a noticeable anomaly on the coin's design, particularly on the depiction of Benjamin Franklin on the coin. The anomaly in question is pronounced raised die clash mark that appears on Franklin's upper lip. It gives the appearance of Franklin having elongated buck-toothed teeth, similar to the way the cartoon character Bugs Bunny is often portrayed. This elusive specimen was sold for $3,600. Number 12, this is 1971 S Lincoln cent in PR69 red condition, comes with deep Cameo designation, meaning it has a stark contrast between frosty golden rose reliefs and mirror-like fields. It fetched a sum of $3,100. Number 11, here is 1958 the Washington Quarter with attractive toning. Boldly struck ultra gem with MS68 grade from PCGS. The Obverse displays vivid tints of lime, magenta, and gold, while the reverse shows softer tones of lavender, pale blue, and gold. It has incredible eye appeal. It fetched a sum of $4,400. Number 10, here is 1966 Kennedy half dollar in MS67 plus condition. According to Heritage, the regular issue 1966 Kennedy half dollar is scarce in MS66 and rare any finer. This superb gem is an essential acquisition for the advanced registry collection. The strike is bold throughout and the surfaces yield undisturbed satiny luster. Both sides show large areas of crimson, violet, spruce green, and sungold toning. Sold on July 21st, 2023 for $4,320. Number 9, here is 1958 Lincoln cent in PR69 Ultra Cameo condition. According to David Lawrence auction, an incredible ultra gem tied for the finest between both services. Flawless surfaces offer deep reflectivity and ideal fully red coloration. The eye appeal is fantastic. It ended up selling for $5,750. Number 8, this is 1949 D Jefferson nickel in MS67 condition with full steps. Not only is this coin a significant strike and condition rarity in a 1949 D nickel, but it is a breathtakingly beautiful superb gem with extraordinary multicolored target toning on both sides, sharply struck and virtually pristine. This coin is sought after by high-quality Jefferson nickel collectors as well as toning enthusiasts. It was sold for $6,000. Number 7. Moving on with this 1955 Lincoln cent with double die Obverse, popular error penny variety in MS65 red and brown condition. This piece is absolutely beautiful coin with light lilac and magenta tones with stunning eye appeal. Very scarce double die Lincoln cent with full bold doubling on the date, and Obverse lettering. It fetched a sum of $7,000. Number 6. Here is 1983 Lincoln Cent with double die reverse. Graded as MS68 red by PCGS, an impressive guidebook variety with a wide spread on the reverse legends and on the horizontal lines of the memorial. Die polish lines on each side of the portrait suggests that mint personnel concentrated on the appearance of the wrong die. The brick red surfaces are void of contact or carbon. States of is slightly incomplete and a few tiny bubbles reside beneath the copper plating. It was sold for $7,050. Number 5. Moving on with this 1955 D Washington quarter in MS67 condition. Lovely original surfaces display bright mint luster from beneath attractive patina of honey gold. This 25-cent piece with outstanding eye appeal fetched a sum of $8,250 at auction. Number 4. The gem 1932 D offered in this lot displays whispers of light olive tan that are slightly more prominent on Obverse, an arc of deep rainbow-like toning along the lower reverse border. Excellent definition is apparent on design elements, and the surfaces reveal pleasing luster. A few minute marks on Washington's forehead and cheek are well within the confines of the MS65 grade level. Sold on September 14, 2023 for $8,700. 3. Here is 1939 Jefferson nickel with reverse of 1940, graded as PR67 Cameo by PCGS. The mirror fields are highly reflective and perfectly preserved with sparkling brightness, while the devices show enough frost to please the eye. No signs of toning or spots, and a solid representative of this rare issue. The proofs with reverse of 1940 make up between 5 and 10% of the proof coins of this date, as this ratio is borne out in the population report. This elusive specimen was bargained for $10,575. Number 2. This is 1909 SVDB Lincoln Cent in MS65 red condition, CEC proven, superb gem. Copper and amber gold color covers each side of this softly frosted, CEC approved first year Lincoln Cent. The design elements are well struck, including the often incomplete designer's initials at the lower reverse. The 1909 SVDB Cent is undisputed key to the series. This lovely example was sold for $13,200 on September 14, 2023. Number 1. Here is 1914 S Lincoln Cent in MS66 red condition, CEC proven excellent gem. According to NGC, 1914 S cents are scarce across all grades, with many circulated pieces being marred by corrosion. Mint state examples are scarce, and fully red pieces are extremely so. As is typical for cents of this period, the well-struck ones typically are toned, while the most red coins are a bit soft. The coin illustrated is an outstanding example of this rare issue, and it was sold for $78,187.50 with buyer's fee. Thanks for joining us today. Until the next time, happy coin collecting, and may rarest coins be in your collection. Stay with what time in MS67 condition with full bands. The process of toning is caused by a variety of factors, including exposure to air, moisture, and chemicals. It is a natural process that takes time and it's not always consistent. This means that the natural tone coins are scarce, especially in superb gem grades, and they are therefore more valuable than the coins that have been artificially toned. Dominant charcoal copper Obverse toning yields to the splashes of more vivid gold, blue, and pink iridescence towards the lower right border, untoned on the reverse with smooth surfaces and billowy mint frost throughout. It was sold for $920. Number 15. Here is 1951 D Roosevelt dime in MS67 condition with full torch, virtually pristine and conditionally rare for the issue. As such, this superb gem exhibits lovely Obverse toning in iridescent sandy apricot, salmon pink, and champagne gold. The reverse is essentially brilliant, and both sides possess a full endowment of smooth satin luster. It ended up selling for number 14. This is 1971 S Eisenhower dollar in MS67 condition. Comes with star designation from NGC. This beautiful superb gem is toned in multicolored iridescence at its most vivid at the borders. It is smooth and attractive, a pinnacle for an advanced Eisenhower dollar collector or toning enthusiast. Number 13. This is 1924 D Lincoln Cent in MS65 brown condition. Comes with CEC sticker on the PCGS holder. Iridescent pinkish rose and steel blue undertones pierce through an overlay of medium copper patina as the surfaces rotate under the light. Boldly struck throughout, a very unusual characteristic of this often weakly defined date, a smooth, satiny gem that makes a very positive impression on the eye. It ended up selling for $2,880. Number 12. This is 1979 Lincoln Cent in MS68 red condition. The Philadelphia Mint coined 6 billion Lincoln cents in 1979, yet only 12 pieces have been similarly certified at PCGS. This glowing orange super gem has bold design motifs with frosty luster and sensational eye appeal. It is destined for the finest collection, $5,462.50. Number 11. Year is 1971 Lincoln Cent with double Die Obverse, graded in mint state 66 red by PCGS. Moderate die doubling is seen on all Obverse letterings. On this guidebook variety, magnification is usually needed to spot the doubling. The doubling is strongest on the word Liberty and in the word In God We Trust. The carbon-free surfaces show well-struck design elements and satiny copper red luster. The variety is rarely seen this fine. It was sold for $5,640. Number 10. This is 1965 Roosevelt time struck on a 90% silver planchet, graded as AU55 by NGC. This is one of the most popular wrong planchet errors in today's market, a transitional one that involves a 90% planchet that the Mint ceased using for regular issue dime production in 1964, with 1965 dated dies from the first year of regular issue, copper nickel clad coinage. According to Stax Powers, otherwise properly struck, although accuracy does compel us to mention trivial softness of detail along the left obverse and upper reverse borders, boldly to sharply defined elsewhere with bright brilliant white surfaces that retain appreciable mint luster. It was sold for $7,800. Number 9. This is 1970s Lincoln Cent with double Die Obverse, graded in mint state 63 red by PCGS. The doubling is boldest towards the left sides of Liberty and In God We Trust, but it is visible throughout the legends, as well as zero in the date. Both sides show pleasing brick red color. A scrape is noted between the bust of Lincoln and the date. These, along with some light flecks, account for the grade. The Cherry Picker's Guide calls this definitely one of the rarest of all Lincoln Cent varieties. It was sold for $6,325. Number 8. This is 1971 OS Jefferson nickel, graded in PR69 Deep Cameo by PCGS. This conditional rarity is among the finest OS 1971 proof Jefferson nickels certified. According to Heritage, OS 1971 proof Jefferson nickels certified. The needle-sharp motifs are starkly contrasted against liquid-like mirrored fields, and both sides exhibit a hint of warm, light golden toning. It ended up selling for $8,100. Number 7. Here is 1942 Jefferson nickel struck on a silver alloy, graded as Good 6 by PCGS, extremely rare transitional error. 1943 dated cents struck on a copper planchets bring spectacular prices, but similar wartime wrong alloy transitional errors on Jefferson nickels are significantly rarer. The present lot is struck sans mint mark Type 1 dies, yet is struck in the silver alloy composition associated with the Type 2 design bearing the large P mint mark above Monticello. This error coin ended up selling for $9,987.50. Number 6. This is 1972 Lincoln Cent with double Die Obverse, graded as MS67 red by PCGS. According to Heritage, only the 1955 and 1969 as double die cents are more obvious than the 1972. This amazing super gem exhibits fiery orange mint luster with reflective surfaces and eye appeal galore. The word Liberty is also doubled towards the south. The words In God We Trust on the Obverse are also strongly doubled towards the east. It was sold for $12,925. Number 5, here is 1949 Roosevelt Diamond MS68 condition with full bands, vividly toned specimen. According to Stax Powers, the Obverse is painted in rich bands of colorful iridescence that intensify at the right border, showing a blend of teal, violet, and magenta hues. The reverse remains virtually brilliant, save for the slight dusting of oil patina, visible under scrutiny. It fetched the sum of $13,200. Number 4, this is 1973 S Kennedy $1 error. Double struck, both strikes off center. Graded as PR68 Ultra Cameo by NGC. The color die was not deployed and the planchet was fed widely off center toward. The second strike was west of the first strike. Remnants of the first strike include the 3 in the date, Trust, and the Kennedy's profile. Due to flank expansion, most of the design is present, though the tops of the L in Liberty and the ED in the United are incomplete. It ended up selling for $15,600. Number 3, this is 1919 OS Lincoln Cent in PR69 Red Deep Cameo condition, essentially flawless and fiery red. This key Lincoln Memorial Cent is meticulously struck superb gem. Mirrored fields are so deep they appear black under the direct light surrounding frosted orange-red devices. The stippled field texture seen on this set is characteristic of the no-S proofs. This interesting and rare modern proof variety projects to have a surviving population of fewer than 200 coins, making it a must-have rarity for serious Lincoln Cent collector. It ended up selling for $19,975. Number 2, here is 1983 Lincoln Cent struck on a copper planchet, graded as MS62 red and brown by PCGS, a transitional alloy mint error reminiscent of the famous 1943 copper cent. Though the zinc-plated steel cent was introduced in 1982, a small number of copper cent planchets found their way between 1983 dies. Perhaps the planchet lodged in a crevice of a mint bin and was freed some time later. An orange-red and apple-green example that has good strike and minor obverse abrasions. It was sold for $23,500. Number 1, and this is amazingly rare proof 1975 No West Roosevelt Dime, auctioned within a proof set comprised of bicentennial Kennedy $, bicentennial Eisenhower $, bicentennial Washington quarter, 1975 S Jefferson nickel, 1975 Lincoln cent. According to Rongas, only 2 examples of 1975 No West Dime are known. The first coin was discovered in 1975 proof set in 1977. The extreme rarity of 1975 No West proof time can be explained in 2 ways. First, the error was discovered at the mint in a time to stop press, but not before a small quantity of sets had already gone out the door. The coins were deliberately made. This explanation is not as far-fetched as it may seem, because other remarkable proof errors emerged from San Francisco Mint during the early 1970s. This lot fetched the sum of $349,600. Stay tuned for more exciting content and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to unlock more valuable insights. Happy coin collect. Number 16, 1942 Washington quarter in PR67 plus condition, struck in the final year of proof coinage until 1950. By 1942 proof production was way up and 21,123 pieces were produced, fully brilliant and extremely reflective with just a faint whisper of gold iridescence at the reverse periphery of this gem. It was sold for $1,680. Number 15, here is 1978 Eisenhower $, in MS67 condition. According to Stax Powers, roughly handled by Treasury Department employees and bank personnel, circulation strike Ike dollars as a type are rare in superb gem mint state. This final year Denver mint example is impressively smooth with subtle toning in iridescent powder blue and champagne apricot. It was sold for $1,140. Number 14, this is 1938 Washington quarter in a PR68 condition, a virtually pristine superb gem with mottled pastel toning to universally mirrored surfaces, impressive condition rarity from a mintage of 8,045 proofs, one of the most limited in the Washington quarter series. It ended up selling for $2,280. Number 13, this is 1974 Eisenhower $, in MS66 plus condition. Predominantly pearl gray surfaces reveal intermingled powder blue, olive gold and pale pink highlights under a light.
expertly produced and very carefully preserved. With a mintage of more than 27 million coins, the 1974 copper and nickel Eisenhower dollar is not a rare issue. However, not a lot of attention was paid to it at the time of production and few gems are known. Several factors account for lack of nice examples. They were carelessly made and had overall low relief, making them more susceptible to early wear, especially when jostled around in pockets or stored in sacks. These MS-66 Plus specimens fetched a sum of $2,640 at auction. Number 12, here is 1984 Lincoln penny with double Die Obverse, otherwise doubled ear Lincoln, graded in mid-state 68 red by PCGS. Lincoln's earlobe is clearly die-doubled northeast and his beard also shows doubling, a popular guidebook variety seldom encountered in essentially perfect condition. Even the use of glass fails to locate a contact or carbon. It was sold for $3,450. Number 11, moving on with his 1971 Jefferson nickel proof, graded as PR69 Cameo by NGC. What makes this proof coin so valuable is that S mint mark is missing on Obverse, while the proof Roosevelt time series has a number of no S varieties. Only one such variety is recognized for the larger Jefferson nickel. This high-end no S proof from 1971 has outstanding contrast and virtually flawless surfaces. The mirrors in particular are remarkable. It ended up selling for $3,450. Number 10, another error nickel 1942 piece, 5-cent piece struck on a Lincoln set. Otherwise called double denomination error coin, graded as MS64 brown by PCGS. According to Heritage, this war nickel was struck on a copper set. Lincoln is nearly inverted relative to Monticello. The outline of his head is readily evident. The truncation of his coat arcs across E pluribus unum. On the obverse, the NT from the sand is apparent on Jefferson's cheek. The chocolate brown surfaces retain hints of brick red. The nickel mint mark is bold. It was sold for $5,760. Number 9, this 1920 Lincoln cent struck on an experimental planchet. Graded in mid-state 64 by PCGS, the PCGS insert states alloy is 82% copper, 16% zinc, and 2% tin. Wheat cents, aside from 1943 dated steel issues, are typically 95% copper. This satiny and well-struck cent has olive gold color unusual for a Lincoln cent of any year, essentially devoid of marks, though we note small spots near the ST in the truss and relatively small spot east of the Lincoln's nose. The Obverse ring between. Number 8, here is 1943 P Jefferson nickel struck on a steel cent planchet, graded as MS64 by NGC. An amazingly lustrous steel white example of this 1-year-only error type, wherein a 1943 P war nickel was struck on a blank meant for steel cent production. The date and the mint mark are visible in the entirety, though certain elements at the left peripheral on each side are partly cut off. It fetched a sum of $9,775. Number 7. Moving on with his 1929S Lincoln cent in MS66 Plus red condition. The 1929S is one of more challenging issues in the Lincoln cent series in gem or finer full red grades, and it is rare at the premium gem red level. Satiny copper orange luster encompasses each side, while the design elements show above average definition. A few tiny carbon specks are noted upon close examination, though the surfaces are otherwise beautifully preserved. It was sold for $14,400. Number 6, here is 1944 Washington quarter struck on a zinc-plated steel planchet, graded in mid-state 62 by NGC. A magnetic zinc-plated steel cents were struck in 1943, and the alloy was also used in 1944 to strike a much smaller quantity of 2 francs at Philadelphia Mint for war-torn Belgium. One of the aforementioned zinc-plated steel cents, in use for only 2 years, ended up between 1944 Washington quarter dies to become these of metal mint error. The present mint state example was struck flush with color die near 6 o'clock and has a bold date. Liberty and the denomination are altogether absent. This wartime error quarter was sold for $16,800. Number 5, this is 1932 D Washington quarter. Graded in mid-state 65 by PCGS, grade was later proven by CAC. The classic Washington Quarter Silver series from 1932 to 1964 is one that a new generation of collector has moved into backwards, so to speak. The wide popularity and success of Statehood Quarter series drew literally millions of new collectors into numismatics, many of them casual, but the percentage became quite serious. Some collectors have now expanded their acquisitions backward in the class issues of 1965 later, as well as the even earlier silver pieces, but the 1932D remains a stopper of the series for the new collectors. The few gems available are capstone for the finest registry sets as well as the finest grade obtainable. The present example boasts impressive mint luster over near brilliant surfaces. It was sold for $17,250. Number 4. This is 1923 piece dollar double struck, second strike off center. Date and motto "In God We Trust" is not fully struck. Backside of a coin displays poor impression as well. Graded in mint state 64, this error coin ended up selling for $18,000. Number 3. Here is 1926 D Buffalo Nickel with attractive toning. Graded in mint state 67 by NGC. According to Heritage, no other issue in the series has quite the same reputation as the 1926D. That reputation is one for poor production quality, lackluster surfaces, and incomplete detail. While strike alone was not the culprit, the Denver Mint did use dies well past their normal life as a cost-cutting measure. This elusive 1926D is simply exceptional. It was sold for $38,400. Number 2. This is 1923 S Lincoln Cent in MS65 red condition. The 1923S is a challenging issue in the red color category, most often seen in MS64 but occasionally in MS63. Gem red pieces are notably rare. This coin is showing satiny copper orange and golden hues with well-struck design elements and remarkably little evidence of die fatigue. A few microscopic flecks are discernible on each side. It was sold for $60,000. Number 1, and the most expensive lot of this episode, 1926 S Lincoln Cent in MS65 red condition. During 1940s and 50s, collectors retrieved numerous 1926 S cents from circulation, providing a supply of worn pieces for modern numismatists. However, circulated representatives become noticeably more elusive in AU levels, and mint state examples of this issue are all more challenging to locate, particularly with original red color. Most mint state examples known are either attractively lustrous but poorly struck, or sharply impressed but toned brown. This specimen is fully lustrous. Satiny orange gold surfaces yield boldly rendered design elements, and the eye appeal is nothing short of remarkable for the issue. It ended up selling for $102,000. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep following us on YouTube, and don't forget to hit subscribe and like buttons. Have a good